Good afternoon, folks. This is Fred Campos, owner of DFW Website Designers. It is a cold February the 10th, 2021, and this is episode number 106 of your 3 business tips at 3 o'clock in and around 3 minutes. So today we are going to talk about 3 things. We're going to talk about thoughts, we're going to talk about activity, and we're going to talk about behavior. Now, if you've been listening to me for a long time, you know that in episode number 9, we talked, and 12, we talked a lot about the attitude, the mental capacity, the thought process, the dreams, the visions of an entrepreneur, solopreneur, businessman, because I do believe that plays a huge part of that. And that's what we're going to talk a lot about today. We're going to talk about the thoughts, the thinking process. You know, if you remember back into your childhood days, Peter Pan would always say, think happy thoughts and then you will fly, right? Some other famous quotes are, if you realize how powerful your thoughts are, you would never think negative thoughts again. That's by our great friend Anonymous, who also wrote, what consumes your mind controls your life. You know, when we talked about vision, I told you that that's a positive aspect of thinking, and worrying is a negative aspect of thinking. But what you think about most of the time tends to happen. So you need to be thinking very positive thoughts about your business, be thinking about what it is that you want to happen, be thinking positive about your sales, your production, your services, your organization. It's so important, you especially business owner, be thinking the right thoughts. So as a man thinks in his heart, so is he. What comes in this brain comes out through the mouth. So you always want to have positive thoughts. And speaking of thoughts, moving forward requires our second tip, which is activity. Those of you that may or may not know, last year in 2020, I was diagnosed with diabetes. And my doctor wanted me to change some exercise and walking and whatnots. 40 days into this year, 2021, I have gotten up every single day and I've walked at least 5,000 steps. That is my activity, which is reflective on what my goals are. What are the activities in your business that you are doing on a daily basis that is helping you move forward, right? That is what I mean by activity. And those activities could vary based on what it is that you're trying to accomplish. Now, my doctor would refer to that as business tip number 3, that my behavior is reflective through my activity on what it is I would like to accomplish, my thought process. See how these 3 work together? So behavior is the reflective activity of what you want to do. So is your behavior, is your mindset, your attitude in alignment with your goals? Does it match your activity? And of course, does it start with your thought process? That's why I wrap these 3 things together. Thought, activity, behavior. As always, I'm just sharing these with you as I'm learning them myself. I do this every day for you because I want you to be awesome. Now go back to sleep.